Steve Lyons blows time on. The kick off a deep one, which will float down to David Peachey. He gives it off to Jason Stevens, playing his 199th game in first grade tonight. Andrew Longer playing in the headgear as Growth is away again. He's got Burt backing up. He gets away from David Peachey. He's still going and they won't catch him now. Oh, Eric. The name Growth will once again ring out here at Parramatta Stadium. What a barnstorming season he's had since coming back to the Eels. And you would think in the form he's in, a player who was once selected for New South Wales to play State of Origin 4 years ago is in the reckoning once again this year.
Well, he's big, he's strong, and he's fast. Have a look at him go here, Eric Growth. That's a tremendous try. Out of dummy half, you know you've got to put numbers in the tackles when you come up against Growth. You've got to be tight. You've got to move forward, you contact. You've got to hit, you've got to stick. And the Sharks done neither on that occasion. They let him run. He goes over and scores the first try.
About 5 metres in from the far touchline. This one hooking off the boot, though. Won't have the legs either. But the Eels will play from in front here tonight, just on 5 minutes gone. And they lead the Sharks 4 points to 0.
Get your leg up. Stop mucking around, you blokes. Get the ball in.
Coaching for the forwards from referee Steve Lyons as Growth has it from the scrum win, runs at Bailey and also Hilda, and then pops it away and gave the ball away to Phil Bailey. And I'm sure I heard a whistle from referee Steve Lyons for a ball that was popped after he had called held. Gibson from dummy half gives it to Peachey. Here's Bailey now. He'll dive into the corner. But I have some real doubt about the whistle being blown, or it certainly sounded as though it was blown after the mistake there by Growth.
Yeah, but then he called played on. So,
yes.
I think he's...
Same result.
Let's have a listen to this again here. So Hilda, and then pops it away. Well, there is certainly a whistle there. So Steve Lyons, having called held, Eric Growth then pops the ball. It comes to the Sharks, which should have been either a scrum or a penalty against the Eels. There was certainly a whistle there for players allowed to continue on.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But he called play on after the whistle had blown. He'd gone, blew the whistle, and then he'd gone play on.
I'm not sure that the play changed the way Parramatta defended it. But I don't know how the referee can continue play on after he's blown his whistle for an infringement there after he is called held in a tackle. 3 tackles, perhaps their last 3 of this first half on the attack as Sullivan comes to Kamali. A good ball to Bailey. Again, they've caught them out down the left-hand side. They work the numbers. Kamali swaps sides to make the extra man. And Bailey this time threw a lovely pass away to Matthew Reek, who makes it 8 points to 4. It all came, of course, off the back of the Dykes mistake from the scrum.
It was a mistake, but what about the work from Brett Kamali? He just summed it up so well. He was standing on the right side of the ruck. All of a sudden he had time to switch, and he played deep. He played him behind. Out to Bailey, and then it was a simple 2-on-1 with the winger, and Reek goes over to score on the stroke of half-time.
Kamali just inside the sideline. The man who created the try. His kicking last week from the sideline was good. This time he hits the upright. It looked okay, but of course he's given them a 4-point lead with a clever piece of play as they came back to the left-hand side. Kamali, the cutout ball to Gallen. Bailey on to Reek. He'll play it to McKinnon. Dykes as they look to try and crack them. They're searching for a way, and they find that way through Adam Peake, who ties us up at 8 here.
And then Dykes starting to get heavily involved. Witters ducks under. It just gives it a short ball onto Peake. He hits the hole. It was building. They looked tired defending their line on that occasion, the Sharks.
Luke Bird. This with his first attempt from out wide on the Growth try. Chance to put the Eels back in front. 7 gone in this second half. Kicks a good one. He gets the extra 2. Closed the hole for Dykes. And now McKinnon from dummy half. Last play, Morris kicks wide again. Here's Peterson versus Reek for the 3rd time. And it's 3rd time lucky for Matthew and eventually Peterson got the ball he was looking for, and it gives the Eels a 6-point lead.
Well, that's great work. They would have worked on that at training. They've obviously identified Matty Reek. Under the high ball, Peterson was always going to have the lead. He didn't look real great last week under it, Reek. And then this time, a perfectly weighted kick by Morris. He didn't even attempt to catch it, Reek. He wanted to bat it over the sideline.
Big one here, though. We can push them beyond the converted try range. Again, the strike, as it was with the first one off the Eric Growth try, not a good one. And it stays a 6-point game. They play it to Gibson. Kamali feeds it off to Hilda, who had options inside and out, but he showed it and took the tackle. Peachy on the last play. Kamali this time looking for the upright. Coming across, though. Dumas got to the ball, and they'll wait and see if he was onside. If he was,
just check the onside, please, mate.
We'll be tied up here in just a minute.
And I was about to say, it's been a long time since we haven't gone to the video referee in a game. And all of a sudden, 4.5 minutes to go. It's been tossed up to him. Great kick by Kamali. But were they onside?
Here's Kamali from the 10-metre line. Will take it inside it. He puts the kick in, no doubt about it. And the kick was beautiful. He was floating it so close to the left-hand upright. I thought it was going to contact it for a moment, but it was just the right weight, and Dumas got through and took it so comfortably on the chest. He was able to just cradle the ball to the ground. A gift try in the end, as it turned out, but beautifully worked by Brett Kamali.
They've hit back as a try. It's a try, all right. They're happy.
The first try in the career of Daniel Dumas, and what an important one for the Sharks. 14-12 it is. The kick again from Kamali. It was there, but nobody from Parramatta could get to it in time. McKinnon trailing behind the play. The ball couldn't get across. Beautiful skills from the halfback. He kicks the extras from in front. It's 14 playing 14. They will work it towards the post, and you would think Kamali with a chance to snap a field goal to perhaps win the game for the Sharks. Peachy from dummy half. Here's Kamali. They go early. The kick is wide off the side of the boot. Here's Gallant on the last tackle. Sullivan to Kamali. A 40-metre attempt, but he can't do it. Darren Lockyer. It will bounce to Eric Growth, who steps away from David Peachy. He fires it back on the inside to Violecki, and Peachy was there behind Violecki. Morris from dummy half to Wagon. We are destined for Golden Point, you would think. Hindmarch floating across the face of them. Comes to Nigel Vungana. He pops it out the back. He keeps it alive. This will be the last play in regulation time. Sulos is out there now for the Eels, who had just made their last change with Sulos coming on. And with time up after 80 minutes, we will go to Golden Point time. And you can rest assured there'll be half-time after 5 minutes. The Eels will have to use up an interchange straight away here. The Sharks work it down his side of the field. Here's Sullivan away. He's got Vungana backing up. And Nigel Vungana scores a golden try for the Sharks. They win here at Parramatta. Vungana gets the first in his career for his new club. And they pile on top as the Sharks beat the Eels in the first minute of Golden Point. And it came with the Eels, a man down in the defensive line with Violecki left on the ground, unable to walk, back behind the play. The Sharks went down that side. Sullivan saw the gap and fed a lovely ball to Vungana.
Oh, and Vungana, he's a try-scoring machine. That's who they knew they had to get the football to, and they got it to him. Sullivan off the interchange bench has been terrific again tonight.